Alright, and we're back. So that's the last of the introductions, basically. And yep, pretty much a clear reference to Crash Bandicoot with the piranha plants. God damn, dude, look at this game. It's just so beautiful. People like to say, oh, everything needs to be remade, but I'm like, you know, there's a certain simplicity in this kind of graphic style that makes me very happy. So, anyways, this is Sandover Village. There's only, I think, 3 areas in the game, technically 4, but there's only so many areas in the game that actually have, you know, something you need to look for, like hubs, I guess. But this was so fucking revolutionary to me as a kid. So, first things first, I'm actually gonna do a few things out of order. I'm not speedrunning this game. I know I've been doing a lot of speedrunning lately, but yeah, there's some slowdown here and there, but it's just emulation for you. So, I am going to be doing all the power cells, and I'm going to try and get them in a convenient way. And man, I love this game, dude. You can't probably tell because I sound sick as hell, but I actually have a huge smile on my face when I play this game. So, what you get to do for this little side mission is we need to get all these yak cows back in the pen. You're probably like thinking, nah, Seth, this game is a baby game. This is really easy. Oh, trust me, this shit ramps up really fucking fast, and it lets you realize it's not playing around. So, goddamn, I play this game at least once a year, like the whole series, because it's one of my favorite games. Like I said in the last episode, in the trading episode, this was the game that made me want to buy a PlayStation, like PS2. I actually have a jam pack demo. Seth, show that off on screen. Be a good boy. Be useful. So, like, I actually played the shit out of that demo. It was actually Misty Island, and that shit beat the hell out of me. But it was actually a really good demo, and it was a huge reason why I wanted a PS2. Because I still had a PS1, obviously. I still have my PS1. But, damn, dude, you have no idea. This game was marketed to hell and back. It was very, very fun. Like, when I first played it, it was so cool because it was like, dude, this is genuinely... I mean, the back of the box has, like, the word imagination. Yeah, imagination's highlighted in yellow. Imagination, magic, all that shit, right? It's so true. Like, this game made me excited to play it. I was like, this is so cool. So, I'm actually gonna get a couple of goodies first. Now, one thing you have to realize about this game is you need to learn how to do these jumps I'm pulling off as quick as you humanly can. Because look how tight these jumps are. If you think this is bad, the other games are literally about the same. So that over there is actually the Oracle.
He sounds like Dr. Claw, and it was the coolest thing ever when I was a child.
I was like enthralled by it when I was a kid. So we need 120 orbs to get that. So we can't even like get those 2 cells yet. I fucking love that dude right there, by the way. I'm bringing the grubs in for the Jewbirds, get it, whatever he says, I don't know.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
And yeah, everybody has really good squash and stretch. Everything's really animated. That's why I like this game a lot more than the sequels, even though the sequels are dark and edgy and they say, damn it! You thought fucking Shadow the Hedgehog was edgy? Fuck no, dude. This game is like edge to the max later on. It was a new thing, and we're gonna get some slowdown when we enter new areas, but that's not a big deal. The actual PS2 was well equipped to deal with this game, which is amazing because... Also, one thing I'd like to point out, this entire game's world is seamless. You can go from one end of it to the other, like the start of the game to the end of the game, and literally no loading transition. That was unfucking heard of for the time this game came out, by the way. I'm just going to explore around the hub, so I can get the hub taken care of first. I'm not going to interact with any NPCs because I know what I'm doing. So, we can talk to Meth Harpy over here. I'm not going to talk to her. So, one thing that every hub has is some objectives for NPCs. And when I was actually a kid, it blew my mind because they they let you do the demo level for Misty Island out there. No, that's Geyser Rock, sorry. Over to what I'm looking at, it's actually Misty Island. But, and they mention, oh, that's the Muse. Also, I turned off the in-game hints because they do get really annoying. Not because of Daxter's voice or anything, but it's just like, I don't need to have them on. But yeah, this guy, he has a mission for you can take on. And then, of course, we also have this guy over here, the mayor. Also, some NPCs will trade orbs for power cells, so that's why you gotta be picking them up constantly. So, this is also the Fisherman's Shack, but hey, he ain't here, man. I wonder where he's all about. But, dude, this was so cool when I was a kid. I would just go into every area and look at shit and just be like, that is so cool. Like, man. You have no idea until you grew up playing these kinds of games. So that's also Jack's uncle. Never mentioned again, by the way, in the entire game series. This game's story series gets really convoluted and stupid. And just look at these particle effects. I know it's simple now, but like I said, it doesn't need to be remade because it was like... Oh my god. This was just so cool. Oh, I forgot to mention, I am running the Greatest Hits edition of this game. I don't know if that changes anything, but I don't really care. So, we're gonna actually start off, rather than going the intended route... I love that guy's voice. It makes me happy. Oh, we got some, like, rice plant things. I don't know what those are. So, by the way, Forbidden Jungle. When I saw that text as a kid, I was like, I'm not supposed to be here. And I actually got nervous. So, yeah. I think this is the last of the orbs for the village, am I right? Yeah, there we go. And when I first read that, Sandover Village, when it showed up, I thought, how do I stand over the village? I thought that was an objective, because I was used to PS1 games. It was really crazy. So, this is the jungle. You're gonna die the first time you go here, probably. This game is just so fucking good. Have I mentioned this yet? I fucking love this game. So, this is a beginner's trap area, I will say that. So remember how I said this game looks baby easy, right? Oh hell no, dude, this game gets fucking brutal. And you're probably like, do you really have to do that circle attack after everything? Yes, I do, because it's to make sure I don't fucking get hit by shit, and also make sure I balance my jumps just right. So, it also gives you a little bit more speed when you're moving, so it's just really important. So, see this thing right here that's jumping around? That thing's not a problem. But that fucking log thing? Oh, I love that sound they make, the little eh! I love it. It's so cool. So, yeah, the whole objective as to why I'm going here first is because we can actually activate an eco vent, which lets, pretty much minimizes backtracking. And look at this shit! Oh, that's spooky. I wonder what that was all about, and why does it keep coming back? Perhaps we'll see. Perhaps we won't. Oh shit, I did not want to get hit at all. So I'm gonna try and... Also, we can do a mission over here for the mayor as well while we're here. Sounds like a fishy man down there who likes the smell of fish in the morning. Or he just really likes the smell of rank pussy. I don't know. It's his prerogative, not mine. But look at this shit, dude. People can say they love, like, Nintendo, but then they can see a game like this and go, okay, I can see where we're coming from. So if you play Crash Bandicoot, seeing that shit right there, that's actually a Dark Eco Crate, that is a contact damage, and it's not fucking fun, okay? Like, when you get hit by that shit, it stuns you really quick, and this game has very, very few iframes. So if we get hit, it's not a good time at all. You're probably just gonna keep taking damage until you die. And since we only have 4 hits, not exactly a lot of playroom here. So there's 2 parts of this, actually 3. There's the top portion here, which is the jungle area. There's the lower half, which encompasses the fisherman mission. And by the way, I only had to like do a test playthrough once to familiarize myself. And if you're like, oh damn, I was gonna say, why aren't you doing this? Because if you hit that with your fucking foot, you're gonna take damage, and it's really finicky. So these guys down here are called lurkers, by the way. They're like the foot soldier enemies in this game. Spoiler alert, in later games they actually end up being slave units, and they become frenemies is the term I like to use. So, you can see using eco is pretty important in this game. It's never important again in the other games, so I'm just gonna open this door up, because the third area is actually the inside of the temple. So, we can't really make do with that right now, but I'm gonna try and get another... Well, let's see if I can get this orb early, or sorry, power cell early. If I say that, don't hate me by the way, because seriously, there's a lot of shit in this game that's easily interchangeable, so... And yes, you actually do move quicker with this on you, so that's why I'm pretty stoked about having it. Any game that lets you do that is just awesome. So, yeah. This is, like I said, the beginner's trap, because I can see someone going here the very first time having no idea what the hell they're doing. What the hell? This game has really good hitboxes, by the way. I haven't bitched about anything yet. They're actually very accurate. And yes, when you roll, only in this game, by the way, does that actually have attack frames on it. If you run into an enemy in the other games like that, you'll just take damage, and it's really annoying. So, what's the reason I'm over here? So you see this fucking crazy looking nonsense? That's actually a power generator, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I didn't design it. It actually works, that's how you know I didn't design it. So what this is going to do is let us access a mission. This is a pretty important one because not only does this have, like, a power cell associated to it, but it's just, you know, you want to get all the vents opened up early. So check this shit out. Alright, watch this. You can only do that when this is like that. And so now that we broke that, this little focus mirror comes up. That's why I said I'm doing this early. I forgot on my first test playthrough that you could do that, because it had been literally like 7 years since I did it. So, let's go ahead and focus these onto the beams. This is a really easy mission. The first hub is actually relatively simple. There's not a lot of nonsense to it. I'd say once you get to hub 2, Rock Village I think is what it's called. Yeah, that's when shit starts to get really nuts and kind of tests your patience a lot, especially like Precursor City and everything. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the hardest level in the game. This game does have a rather sporadic difficulty, I will say. Oh, Jesus. Those log things are what hit me the most in this game. I'm not even kidding. So, if you are curious, is this game worth playing? Yes. If you own a PlayStation 2, buy it. If you own a modern PlayStation, you can find, I think, the HD collection pretty cheap. I think it's like, what, 40 bucks? I can't remember entirely. But, yeah, it's totally worth it, man. Do I recommend tracking down an original copy? I don't know if you really want to. I personally like to use emulation because I don't play console games anymore. Because the only console games I play are ones from my childhood, really. Maybe if I ever find, or someone recommends me a game that I really, really have to play, maybe I'll play it, but I don't know, for the most part I just like games from my childhood on this thing. But the PS2 is actually my favorite console of all time, because it's so damn good. It had games like this. What more do I have to say, man? So, the technical lore behind what I'm doing, because I actually skipped the cutscene to do it, and yeah, there is fall damage, so you gotta be somewhat careful sometimes. The reason I'm doing this is to get, like, the power redirected, because the lurkers were blocking it, like, to the village, and, yeah, that's about the gist of it. This game doesn't have a very complex story. Lurkers bad, fix problems that they make, that's all there is to it. So, this will let us get a power cell when we go back to the village. I know it looks really basic right now, but this kind of shit on a CRT television looked goddamn gorgeous. I know someone's probably like, ew, look at that, like, bump mapping that's not being rendered in. It's like, dude, the CRT really did help. I know somebody's probably like, did it really? Yeah, it totally does. I love CRT TVs. Nothing replicates it too. That's the thing, is you can't replicate it until you play it. That's why I use composite for my like speedruns of Super Metroid and shit. So this is our next goal. We'll go ahead and talk to the Fisherman, who's voiced by Clancy Brown, I'm pretty sure.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing ring. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge?
I love this guy. He's like my favorite NPC.
It's a good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even a one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
Alright, so left stick and that's pretty much it. I've kind of got to concentrate on this one because it's kind of rough. I love when he says that. I love this NPC so much. He's my favorite. They should have made a game just based on this guy. I love when he says, "Here comes a big one!" That's the best line he has. So yeah, if you fucking catch one of those eels, you're up shit creek and you have to start all over. That's why I'm concentrating for this. It gets really tough. It doesn't look bad now, but that's fine. Shit. It's like playing Kaboom, except fucking harder. There we go.
You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
So yeah, you want to do that not only just for the power cell, but it lets you get to Misty Island in a minute. And look at him, he's just so fucking happy. He'll just do that all day and night, just sitting there fucking laughing about his big pile of fish. That's a man that you want to have on your side. It really is. Like I said, dude, they should have just made a fucking game about that guy. I would have paid top dollar for that shit. That guy seems cool. He's good people. I don't know. Fishermen are... Alright, there's people that like to fish, and then there's fishermen. I think that guy's in the category of people who just likes to fish. I don't know. Well, his trade's fisherman, but I don't know. I don't sound or look like it because, you know, I'm a dainty little goth man, but like, I don't know, I'd love to go fishing. It's one of my favorite fucking pastimes. I just don't do it very often. Hard to imagine, but I also used to be a hunter too. I've hunted everything except fucking mountain lion, because I actually value my life and I don't want to get fucking killed. So anyways, yeah, these little plates here, you have to run up to them with Blue Eco, and that's why I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna make that. That's too... yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, you gotta learn how to do these rolls, because if you don't do that, you will absolutely regret it. That is so much more extra distance that you need. You could probably just use the vent, but I'm like, nah, we'll do this the real deal way. I want to be the real deal. I'm the real deal. I'm the real Christian Weston Chandler from Ruckersville, Virginia. I can't do my Chris Chan impression yet, I'm sorry. I'm working on it! I can't do that either. He has a very high-pitched voice, but I can't match it right now. So, those fucking, like, hentai tentacles, Did I say that correctly? Okay, I was like, actually thinking about it. I'm like, did I say it right this time? I almost want to say tentai hentacles every time. But, yeah, those things actually do hurt you, so you do not want to touch them. My dad was actually watching me play this the first time, and he was actually pretty fucking impressed with this game. I mean, it is impressive. It's really cool. Like, there's water-ish, like, reflection, and, like, oh my god, there's just, like, all these little things. That's really bad. Okay. Now that my fun talk is over, we gotta stop fucking around and it's time to get real. Alright. I don't think any of the enemies respawn, so I think we're good. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good here. How about you? Alright, so now we gotta do the temple section of this, which is... That was close. That could have killed me. Anyways, for those things, you just step on them with blue eco and tap X and you'll jump in the air. Don't hit me, please. Don't have a massive hitbox and hit me. I will scream up a storm, okay? You are a little bit more unruly when you have blue eco, but, like, it's not that bad. I'm pretty sure there's a health up here, too. Like I said, you only get 4 fucking hits, so, you gotta make do with what you got. Oh, no. No, it's the next section coming up has one. But this game does have a pretty good camera for the most part. It's not that bad. And yes, there's, anything that has, like, blue on it, you've just gotta use blue eco on. And, oh man, when I was a kid, hearing that sound was, like, so fucking satisfying. It's still... oh, come on. It's still satisfying as an adult, man. So, I'm pretty sure there's a chunk in here, right? No. But yeah, every single level has these scout flies scattered throughout it, so you gotta be really vigilant and look around. If you don't, you can hear them. They make like a little, like, static sound when you're around them. Oh god. Every enemy right now is scary because they can actually kill me. Okay. There we go. But damn, dude, this game was so cool when I was a kid. It's cool as an adult. Look at this! All of that shit you're gonna go to. It's just... I know games these days like Elden Ring, you know, the Soul series, and most other games that come out these days that are open world, they like to tout the idea that you can go where you see, but like, for an early PS2 game, that was impressive, man. And I'm pretty comfortable with this game for the most part. Jak 2 does kind of like tighten the controls up a tiny bit, but oh man. If it shouldn't be obvious, I fucking love the soundtrack to this game. I'm just gonna let it play because it's so fucking cool. It's just so beautiful. Like, it really is. It's still good in the other games, but this one has my favorite because it's a lot more natural, and it just sounds badass. So this is the Blue Eco vent room. I guess that's what you want to call it. And this is so cool. When I was a kid, I almost peed my pants. So if we had game hints on, by the way, in the options menu, we'd actually have Kira message us and be like, "Wow!" And then she'd turn into Owen Wilson, and you unlock a new character. I'm just kidding. No. She says, "Wow, Blue Eco events have opened up everywhere." And then she, I guess she kind of became Chris-chan there for a second, but that's probably not good. So these fucking things right here will knock you off of them, and they're really annoying. And I'm pretty sure I've got... I'm pretty sure I have most all the orbs for this level. It's not a big deal, but you do need them. And here's our first boss. It's not that bad, trust me. The boss fights of this game aren't too bad. Later games, absolutely awesome. Some of them are really cool. Like the precursor robot, I love that fight in 3. Oh shit! I might get killed here, actually. I thought he was gonna do that. So we gotta hit him 3 times, as the tradition of video games works. I don't want to die. I don't look like a scrub on the internet. There we go. I want him to do that. I don't know why he does that, but he does. Okay. I'm amazed I haven't died yet. This is incredible. This game is really tough. I know I'm making it look easy, but it's really easy to take damage too. So, also we can jump on this boy. I think there's 5, right? I can't remember how many he has in him. It's quite a few. There we go. The spot is pretty specific though. Yeah, he's dead. He was sucking on some eggs. That was his problem. Okay. And there we go. That should take care of all this level. Right. Did I do it? Yep. Now I just gotta go back to the village and get my goodies, so... yeah, we'll go ahead and go back to the village. I'm amazed I haven't died. I am dead serious, dude. Oh man, that makes me smile. I know it's so stupid, but it's just funny. I love how he's always happy. That's something that we could all do with, right? So, yeah, that was the Forbidden Jungle. I'll see you guys in the next one.